Hello and welcome to a bonus round of Comics Should Smell Good from Zanadu Comics here in Seattle. I mean, we've got so many new comic books between Civil War and DC Rebirth plus all the other great indie books out. We're going to split it up into two videos, and Casey and Morgan have given me the privilege of stepping up to be the DC Rebirth guy for this week. And I bet you think he's going to start with Superman. He's going to start with Batman. No, I'm going to start with the Titans because I love the Titans. I love the George Perez, Marv Wolfman Titans, and they're kind of sort of back because of everything that happened with Convergence and Titans Hunt. You know, during the whole New 52 era, the Titans kind of really didn't exist. Well, now we know they did exist. And if you remember in DC Universe Rebirth, Wally West came back and he kind of learned there's all these memories that really didn't happen but did happen, and there's a big conspiracy against, I won't even give that away, but anyway, there's a big conspiracy against some pretty powerful guys. And so Wally West is finding his way back to the Titans that he remembers, including Nightwing, Dick Grayson back in his Nightwing gear, Donna Troy, Arsenal, Garth, Lilith. You know, I would love if Raven and Starfire were in there like the good old days, but you can't have everything. They are going to be in another Titans book coming on. But this is part of the whole big mystery of what's going on with the turn of Wally West. And Dad Abnett writes this. He also is doing Aquaman Plus. He also does this week's Justice League 51. The New 52 is wrapping up, and this is kind of a flashback tale. It goes back to way back a classic tale in which the Justice League fought Mammoth, and it ties into everything with Wally West and even Dick Grayson. So double hit from Rebirth. Involving the great return of Wally West. Now to the Dark Knight, Batman. Scott Snyder has passed on, I guess you can say, instead of the torch, he's passed the batarang on to Tom King, and I am loving what he's doing. He took it in a whole new direction. There's not any of the traditional rogues. There's not even a traditional thing. There's kind of a how the heck is Batman going to solve this? And it's really, really cool. And there's two new heroes. We think they're heroes who are going to arrive in Gotham, and they have decided that they want to be the heroes of Gotham, and Batman better get out of the way. We see a little bit more of Duke Thomas, who we don't really know what that role is. If you read Batman Rebirth, he got an offer, he's accepted, he's got a cool costume. He doesn't have a code name yet, but we're going to learn a little bit about his role in working with Bruce Wayne. And David Finch is the artist on this. I was just talking with Morgan about this. It's almost like you're seeing David Finch for the first time. Maybe it's something about Matt Banning and Jordi Belair's work with him, but it just looks really cool. So, Batman, I have accepted the mission, Tom King. I'm very excited about the new Batman. Superman, here's the thing. Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason could say, we're going to put out a comic book about reading the phone book, and I would buy it. These are the guys who did an incredible run of Batman and Robin, and so they're going to chronicle the story of, this is the post-crisis Superman, the one who was married to Lois Lane. He kind of came back during the Convergence, Lois and Clark series, and so now he and Lois, they have a super son, John Kent. And so this is about, there's obviously going to be lots of action and adventure, but it's also about him raising his son, who has superpowers. Does he hide him from the world? Does he embrace his powers? What does he do? And I mean, it's beautiful work by, these guys are just amazing. So like I said, they could be like, Superman's just gonna sit on top of the Fortress of Solitude and just kind of sulk the entire issue, and I would probably buy it. So Superman, exciting new beginning with Superman and the Super Son. Green Arrow, I love Green Arrow Rebirth. The art was cool. It's kind of back to his roots, very kind of the Denny O'Neil kind of inspired era where he's kind of in conflict because he's kind of this millionaire, and obviously it's in the comic books he lives in Seattle. We're in Seattle. He's the kind of guy who'd probably have some penthouse on Queen Anne, but then he's also in the streets. And they also reference the jungle, which is kind of, for those of you who don't live here, that's kind of, it's actually a real place. It's an infamous part of Seattle's kind of darker history with the homeless. But there's a big conspiracy, a new threat that's attacking that area. And he and Black Canary, who, once again, they've kind of taken, that New 52 thing where they didn't really know each other. They're going to meet each other. They have a connection. So this is about them working together. Ben Percy and Otto Schmidt. It's really, really cool. And we also have an alternate cover by Neil Adams that's just it just takes you back to that awesome 70s era when he did things with Denny O'Neil and Evans. So I'm really excited about this. Green Arrow, Seattle's very own superhero, and a really cool, action-packed, socially conscious storyline. And finally this week, the Green Lanterns. Hal Jordan is in space. He's on his own book. But we have two rookie Lanterns. Simon Baz, who was kind of introduced during the Justice League of America era by Jeff Johns, and Jessica Cruz, who kind of evolved because of everything that was happening with Darkseid War. So these are two new rookie Lanterns who have been assigned to patrol planet Earth. But Red Planet is here's the first arc. It's the Rise of the Red Lanterns. Sam Humphries, who did such a cool job with Star-Lord and Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, he kind of did some of the tie-ins with that. And the Black Vortex, which I loved. He's now working with DC, and he's chronicling these rookie Green Lanterns. So that is a ton of Rebirth books from DC this week, including some big icons and favorites, and it all kind of ties into the bigger conspiracy with Wally West. So there you go, DC Rebirth for this week. Another edition with all the other cool books from Marvel, Image, lots of other cool stuff coming up on this very channel.